So do you also want to generate SEO keywords using an AI agent? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to generate SEO keywords using an AI agent. So like you, I also used to generate the keywords manually, but this is such a time-consuming task. So to solve this problem, I've simply created this amazing automation where what is going to happen is that as soon as I have the topic in my spreadsheet, automatically my AI agent is going to generate me the keywords, and further we can add that keywords into our spreadsheet. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Google Sheets, my AI agent, which is OpenAI, and then Google Sheets. And to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to build an AI agent that automatically generates high performance SEO keywords for your content. Using tools like OpenAI and Google Sheets, we'll create a smart automation that analyzes your topics and delivers keyword suggestion optimized for your search engine. So whether you are a content creator, marketer, or business owner, this setup can supercharge your SEO strategy in minutes. So let's dive in and let's AI do the heavy lifting. And to get started, I'm just going to show you the real working of this automation. And in order to show you that, I'm just going to enter the topic right over here. And once we're just going to enter the topic right over here, what is going to happen is automatically my AI agent is going to give me the keyword suggestion, search intent, keyword type, and the suggested use right over here. And further, my team can select the status of the same. Alright, so we're going to wait for a few seconds till my AI agent is generating all of these details. And yes, you can see within seconds in real time the keyword suggestion, the search intent, the keyword type, and the suggested use has been generated. So yes, you can see with this we have successfully generated all of these 4 details within seconds in real time. So yes, this is no magic. This is the power of automation which we're going to create in today's video. And if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to watch this tutorial till the end. So to do this, we are simply going to open the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in a new tab. So I'm just going to search for pabbly.com/connect and open the landing page of Pabbly Connect. And after opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, we are going to get 2 options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I am an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect's account. And as soon as we're going to click on this access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we simply have to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it's asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to generate SEO keywords using AI agent. And then we are simply going to click on this button which says create. And now it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. And that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, we are simply going to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm simply going to search for Google Sheets and select it. And now for the trigger event, I'm simply going to select it as new or updated spreadsheet row. And now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are simply going to copy this webhook URL and follow this help text. I'm just going to open my Google Sheets. And now what we're going to do is I'm just going to connect this sheets with my workflow. So for that, we have to go towards this extensions, add-ons, and then towards this get add-ons. And once we're going to come over over here towards this get add-ons, we have to add an extension which is Pabbly Connect webhooks. So I'm simply going to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks and select it right over here. So as you can see that I have already installed this extension over here. So it is giving me the option of uninstall. But if you haven't installed this extension, you're definitely going to get the option of install right over here. And you can simply install this extension right from here. And once you're going to install this extension, you simply have to refresh your spreadsheet. So it is a really important step to refresh your spreadsheet. Otherwise, what is going to happen is you're not going to get the option of Pabbly Connect webhooks right over here in your extensions tab. And once we're going to get the option of this Pabbly Connect webhooks, we simply have to go towards this initial setup. And after coming over here towards this initial setup, it is asking me for the webhook URL and the trigger column. So over here for the webhook URL, we are simply going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow. And then for the trigger column, I'm simply going to enter my trigger column, which is A. So the trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent towards your webhook URL. So over here for me, the trigger column is A because what I want is as soon as I add the topic, automatically these details should be sent towards my webhook URL. So that's why I've kept my trigger column as A. But over here, if you want to send 2 details, you can select the trigger column as B. If you want to send 3 details, you can keep it as C, and so on. It is going to be customized according to your spreadsheet. So for me, it is A. So I'm simply going to enter A, and then I'm simply going to click on this submit. And now once we're going to click on this submit, over here you can see it is saying setup configured successfully. So with this, we have successfully created a connection between Google Sheets and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. But now over here it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to open my spreadsheet, and over here we have to go towards this extensions Pabbly Connect webhooks, and over here we simply have to switch on this button which is send on event. So it is a really important step to switch on this button, because upon switching on this button, what is going to happen is that whenever a new event is going to occur in this spreadsheet, automatically the workflow is going to get triggered. Now we're going to move on further. I'm just going to enter the topic right over here and do the test submission. So I'm just going to enter the topic, and with this we have successfully completed the test submission, and now this topic has been sent towards my webhook URL, which is towards my workflow. And yes, over here you can see that Pabbly has captured the response for the same. You can see the spreadsheet ID, you can see the spreadsheet name and the topic too. So with this, we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what is going to happen is that whenever we are going to receive a new response with the help of this spreadsheet, automatically this workflow is going to get triggered. Alright, so now we're going to move on further. Now what I want is I want to generate SEO keywords using an AI agent. So for my action application, I'm simply going to select it as OpenAI, which is my AI agent. So I'm simply going to search for OpenAI and select it right over here. And now for the action event, we are simply going to select it as ChatGPT and click on this connect. And once we're going to click on this connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your OpenAI account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can simply click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the token. And to get this token, we are simply going to follow the help text, and it is saying kindly visit your OpenAI API key page to get the API key that you need to enter here. So I'm simply going to go towards this OpenAI API key page to get the API key. And once we're going to come over here towards this OpenAI API key page, we are simply going to click on this green button which says create new secret key. And now it is asking me for the name of the key. So I'm simply going to enter my key name, which is SEO Keywords. Now I'm just going to select the project and click on this create secret key button. And now my key has been created. So I'm simply going to copy this key and then we're going to paste it right over here in our workflow. And after pasting this key, we are simply going to click on this button which says save. And with this, we have successfully connected our OpenAI account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me to select the AI model. So I'm simply going to select it as GPT-4. You can select any another of your choice. And now it is asking me to enter the prompt. So I'm simply going to enter my prompt right over here. And now you can see that we have successfully entered the prompt. Over here, I've entered all of the details which I want to extract. Alright, so you have to keep in mind that the prompt would be according to your specific needs only. Now I'm just going to enter the topic right over here, which we received in the response of our Google Sheets, which was this vegan skincare products. So I'm simply going to enter the topic right over here, but we are not going to enter it like this by typing it like this, but instead we're going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Google Sheets as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we're going to map these details automatically, my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, and now I'm just going to simply map this topic. Now we're going to move on further, and what we're going to do is I'm simply going to click on this save and send test request. And once we're going to click on this save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response right over here. You can see the keyword suggestion which we have received. Over here you can see the search intent, you can see the keyword type, and also you can see the suggested use right over here. So yes, with this we have successfully completed this action step, which is open AI, and with this we have successfully generated all the details. And now I'm just going to add all of these details right over here in our workflow, but we are not going to enter it manually, but instead we are going to use this software only. I'm just going to add another action step right over here, and now for the action application I'm simply going to select it as Google Sheets, and now for the action event I'm just going to select it as update row, because I just want to update the row values, right? And now I'm just going to simply click on this connect, and now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can simply click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now you have to click on this blue button which says sign in with Google. Alright, so I'm simply going to click on this blue button right over here, and now it is asking me to select the Gmail account with the help of which I'm just going to connect my Google Sheets. So I'm simply going to select my Gmail account right over here, and now Pabbly is asking me for some permissions. So I'm simply going to click on this allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. And with this we have successfully connected our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So over here you can see the name of my spreadsheet is SEO keyword ideas. So I'm simply going to select the same right over here, and now it's just going to select the sheet which is sheet 1. So I'm just going to select the same, and now it is asking me for the row index. Alright, so I'm simply going to map it. So I'm just going to look for row index in the response of the previous step and map it. Now we're going to move on further. Over here we don't have to update the topic, so I'm just going to leave it as blank. We only have to update these 4 fields. So I'm simply going to map all of these details one by one. First I'm just going to map the keyword suggestion, then I'm just going to map the search intent. We're going to move on forward and map this keyword type. Alright, so I'm simply going to map it. We're going to move on further. I'm just going to map this suggested usage, and after mapping all of this we are simply going to click on this blue button which says save and send test request. Alright, so I'm simply going to click on this blue button right over here, and once we're going to click on this blue button we have received a positive response that we've successfully added these details into our spreadsheet. So I'm simply going to open my spreadsheet right from here, and as you can see the details have been added. So as you can see, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now what is going to happen is, like I showed you in the starting of this video, whenever I'm just going to enter the topic, automatically my AI agent is going to generate me the keyword suggestion, search intent, and the keyword type, and also the suggested usage. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. All of this is going to happen in backend. We just have to sit back and relax. So if you were also doing this SEO keywords research manually, then go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because it is really helpful. And if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow while trying this automation, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.